Once again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome, to everybody who's joining us on the Hill on Empire in Johannesburg. We are so very happy to have you with us this afternoon for really the culmination of what has already been a very long journey for our top 20 ladies, but the beginnings of an exciting adventure for the rest of us as we get to see them progress, of course, and edge closer and closer towards scoring that Miss Soweto 2022 crown. My name's Bridget Masinga, and as usual, it is my singular honor and pleasure to be your host here this afternoon. I can't believe how quickly time has flown. Just the other day, blink, Ludina, and we were doing this, right? We were doing this just the other day. And of course, she was crowned Miss Soweto 2021. And here we are now, 65 days before Christmas. Spring has officially sprung. If you look out these incredible panoramic views, you can already see the beautiful hues of purple provided by the jacarandas in Johannesburg, which means, ladies, that for some of you, you are in full swing exam period. And we completely understand the constraints of doing your exams simultaneously to committing to the Miss Soweto pageant journey as well. So thus far, a round of applause for you incredible 20 ladies, actually, for just holding down that pressure. Before we go any further, let me ask another incredibly talented young woman. It's her first time in her official capacity as, as the online content producer for Sowetan Live, facilitating an official Sowetan-sponsored partnership with Miss Soweto, of course. Please help me welcome on stage to officially welcome us here, Londiwe Dlomo.
Thank you, Bridget. Hi, I'm Londiwe Dlomo from the Sowetan. I'm looking forward to all of the fun that we're going to have with the Miss Soweto 2022 finalists and the Sowetan Women's Club. I'd like to officially welcome you to the White Star Miss Soweto media experience. And firstly, also to say to White Star, thank you so much for making all of this possible. And lastly, Sowetan, as the media sponsor, welcomes you. And I'm looking forward to the food that I'll be tasting and just the fun. I absolutely enjoy being in a room full of young women who are enjoying their lives and all of the things that they're going to do. So thank you for being gentle with me on my very first time on stage, and welcome to the media experience.
Listen, Lundiwe, I think if like the career as a producer for Sowetan Live does not quite pan out for you, you know, you might have something going here in the world of, call me. Let's see what we can do. Let's see how many gigs we can throw your way. Nah? We can tag team this thing. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are here today really to introduce you to the top 20 Miss Soweto finalists. It's been an incredible journey for the girls, and literally, I kid you not, ladies, this is just the beginning. I know that some things have already happened in the sequence of scheduling, but it only gets, I want to say, better from here. But I could be lying a little bit. Like, you know, I mean, it's definitely better. But the pressure definitely intensifies as well, right, Ludina? Yeah, it definitely does. But it only gets better, right? And we get even more acquainted with each and every one of you as we move forward. Now, as everybody knows, if you want to cook the perfect maize meal, you have to look no further than our incredible partner on this journey, White Star Super Maize Meal. And of course, as White Star Super Maize Meal is the Miss Soweto headline sponsor, what better way to actually get to know the girls a little bit better than to put them through their paces right in our makeshift culinary kitchen there. Just imagine yourself being like on television, you know, participating in your favorite cooking show. But this time around, you get to hang out with Mr. Gwedge. right? Like you get to hang out with Mr. Gwej, and trust me, ladies, he is a hard one to please, but we'll get to that in just a moment. So this is now the perfect segue for me to introduce a young lady who will be representing, of course, White Star Super Maize Meal, to tell us a little bit more about this incredible partnership that has been going on now for quite a few years. And this is not the only thing, by the way, that White Star fully endorses and powers up, but she'll talk for herself. Let's introduce on stage the brand manager for White Star Super Maize Meal, Mbali Sbiya.
Thank you. Thank you. Am I sitting?
I think, you know,
Sure.
we are seated. Unless you want to stand, if that
No.
makes you more comfortable.
No.
No?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
You fine there?
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me and having us as the White Star brand to this beautiful event, including, Soweto Women's Club and the Sowetan. We're really privileged to be partnering with you in this journey. Thank you.
Only but a pleasure. So let's get into the nitty-gritties and the juice, Mbali. Let's relax straight into it. Miss Soweto has enjoyed an incredible journey. It's a beautiful heritage brand with really over 4 decades
Yep.
in existence.
Yep.
A great journey just for Miss Soweto itself. But also, it's been a beautiful partnership between White Star and Miss Soweto. Tell me a little bit about the brand's involvement in the pageant and why it was the perfect fit.
43 years exactly. You're
Yeah.
correct, like over 4 decades. So Miss Soweto really does have an incredible heritage within Gauteng, within Soweto itself, but also nationally. It's really recognized and as one of the top pageants that contestants want to participate in. But also it happens to be a great platform for White Star as a brand that is loved by many in South Africa to partner with a loved brand such as Miss Soweto. I think the partnership really brings about what I would like to say is that for the contestants and the young ladies, it brings about a platform where they could actually express themselves in terms of their love for their community, but also a platform for them to shine in whatever they do. So we are in support with Miss Soweto because we do know that White Star does help you shine.
And you've just reminded me of something, by the way, Mbali. I almost forgot. Can I steal a moment from our conversation to remind those of you that are live streaming that we are running a fabulous competition that Londiwe here and her team have so generously sponsored. We're giving away a hamper valued at 6,000 Rand. And I'm told it's got all kinds of fabulous goodies inside. And all you have to do is literally answer a simple question. When was the Miss Soweto pageant founded? I think we've basically
just touched on it.
We've touched on
just
it, right?
touched on it.
When was the Miss Soweto pageant founded? And of course, the details of how you enter that competition are at the bottom of our live stream.
So I just wanted to say, and just to add on that, is that White Star has partnered with Miss Soweto for the past 13 years.
Yeah.
So we're just not a brand that's coming in and leaving, is that we do believe in the young girls and the young ladies represented here, but we also believe in community work and for producing basically young people that are agents of positive change in their communities. So this is why this partnership is so, I don't know, the combos are communicating.
They're communicating.
Yeah, they're communicating.
The combos are communicating.
Yeah.
I love it. Really, and that is an important thing. I think even part of my journey with White Star and Miss Soweto now is the realization that White Star really is a brand about commitment.
Yeah.
They are here to stay. They are here for the long haul. And for whoever gets crowned Miss Soweto,
Yeah.
you support and hold their hand throughout.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not a once in and one out. No, it's not a hit and run. We're not here for that. We're not.
It's a long-term relationship,
It is,
ladies.
it is.
What have been some of the highlights for you in terms of this partnership?
What I would say, there've been many highlights, but I think from where we stand as a brand, I think the highlight is seeing the ladies that do participate or maybe actually enter. We do get about 4,000 or so and more entries in the short period of time that we do send out. And with that being said, we then obviously now, kind of cut them short up to where we are with the top 20 and the beautiful journey that they take from now as a top 20 to the day where a crowning then happens, the coronation pageant. We do take them through workshops and just training just to maybe polish the rough diamonds up a bit. But I think that is the highlight, just seeing the ladies just grow from where they are to be ladies that want to invest in their community, that want to participate in their community, and actually have given themselves that duty to be that agent of change. So that, I think, for us has been the highlight of seeing young ladies grow through this journey.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, I think, I guess, Ludina, but we have a few other Miss Sowetos that have been with us and that for years that have participated, that have helped us in terms of presenting, and they're, really committed to the brand and to the call that they had when they did have. Yeah.
It's definitely a family affair between White Star and Miss Soweto. And speaking of some of those ladies, there's also been some incredible success stories that have come through the pageant in all of its years. And I think there's a few names that I could bring up that are noted.
Heavy hitters.
I'll let you have the honors.
So I think we're very proud to have, and I know a lot of people who have read about Miss Soweto probably know this, but I think the big names that we can recall, and I probably need to read this for the history, but one would be Basetsana Kumalo. She was crowned in 1990 as Miss Soweto, and then later crowned as Miss South Africa in 1994. And then she went on to win Miss World, second princess in the same year. So we're really not talking about, just, it really is a launching pad for the contestants to take this crown or this opportunity to launch themselves into the pageantry and also commitment to their community. We also have Augustine Masilela Chweni, I hope I'm saying it right, and she was crowned in 1987 and was the runner-up to Miss South Africa in 1992, and then the semi-finalist for Miss Universe later on in 1995. We also have Lerato Kganyago, who is a DJ, who's a media personality that was crowned in 2005. Lastly, we have a lady called Tobile Steyn. She's just jetted off to the US in September to start her career basically in the US. So we just wish her wishes basically, and we just sent her off the White Star way and asked her to shine on our behalf in the US.
Oh, and she definitely will shine.
Definitely.
If I'm not mistaken, Ludina, and you will correct me later, but I think Tobile Steyn's ambitions was to become an ambassador. And she was doing political science, and she had plans on shipping off overseas and doing her honors and her masters. So only great things.
Only great things, only great things,
I love it. Now, you mentioned, Mbali, that, some of the highlights for the pageant this year was receiving, if we're talking numbers, and numbers matter for brand managers, over 4,000 entrants.
I must say, we received over 4,000, but the call to enter still stays. We are still receiving calls to enter more, to try out, can we extend it? But as all things, we had to cut it at some point, which was to the point that we got, which is 4,000. I think this is the highest that we've gotten as a brand so far. So Miss Soweto is only growing.
Wow. Yeah. Now, what's in store for the ladies? It's a long ways to go before we get to that main stage at the Soweto Theatre come November 26th. And I know there's a series of workshops and all kinds of other things.
As you said, the pressure's about to start. I'm looking forward to enjoying that journey with the contestants. What is in store for them? They've got workshops that they're going to be going through, and I think those workshops are beautifully themed, just to enrich them, not only for the pageant and also the coronation, but beyond that. So those workshops would include things like etiquette, fashion and beauty, your personal branding, social media etiquette, and just really, the finer things in professionalism and also etiquette and how you deal with situations. So I'm really looking forward for the girls to go through that journey in terms of the workshops, but also to take those lessons, not only for this pageant, but for their life going forward.
Oh, absolutely. It's invaluable, ladies. I think Workshop week is always one of my personal favorites in a pageant journey, because not only is it good for the lady who gets crowned as the ultimate winner of Miss Soweto, but for any one of you ladies, as Mbali just said, like, you can take the lessons and move them forward into life. And for those who want to try again, because there's always the ladies that want to try again.
There's always a second chance.
Always. And we encourage that, and you come back just a lot stronger. So Ludina was crowned last year, Ludina Ngwenya, Miss Soweto 2021. I see some of the judges that were involved in that decision last year in the room, namely one shading. You can't hide when your hair is blonde and you're wearing purple and wearing glasses indoors. There's just no hiding from you. But what is the journey like for a Miss Soweto? Because I think a lot of the times, you know, the question that we get asked by the ladies as they progress is, what's the expectation? What's the job? Because that's exactly what it is. It's a job.
Yeah. I think we can all say here beauty is like skin deep, right? And we can say here it is a beauty contest, if you want to call it, or a pageant. But actually it's about enjoying yourself, being comfortable in your skin, and just really going out there and doing the best to represent yourself. Because at the end, you're going to have to represent a brand such as White Star and Miss Soweto. You need to carry yourself in that way. So I think in terms of journey, it's about enjoying yourself, being yourself, because I think that's what will probably shine more than trying to be somebody else. So I think that's all I can say. That is the journey. Enjoy, have fun. And I mean, you've gone through this a lot of times, and I'm sure you can give them a lot more tips. We can give them a lot more tips, but that is the journey of Miss Soweto, where we see them as they start to the end with all the workshops and the mentorships that they get. I mean, the people that speak at the workshops are really professionals and make sure that we are making sure that they get the best of that mentoring and workshop sessions. Yeah.
And of course, we are going to be at the Soweto Theatre come November 26th, which is always such a highlight. But some folks might not be able to join us at the theatre, and we completely understand. We're glad, though, that COVID restrictions have been lifted. So we can have a full house this year. But for those who can't join us on the live night, we are going to be airing the pageant.
Definitely will be. We'll make sure that is worth all the entertainment, and everybody's going to be glued to their screen. We will be airing the pageant on Mzansi Wetu and Soweto TV. This will happen after the pageant, so it's not a live event. However, obviously the show would be set up for entertainment, glitz and glamour. I mean, it's going to be nothing short of stars and beauty, basically. So it is perfect for TV for people that will be watching from home, but also when you're there, you'll be entertained quite a bit. We've got performers that are very well known and that have performed internationally and locally. We've got sponsors that have come to board, so it promises really to be a big way to kickstart your festive season. And I think we'll all enjoy it, whether you're on site or at home.
Oh, that's absolutely music to my ears. And on that note, thank you so much for joining me. It was short and sweet and insightful. Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody.
Alrighty, and with that, the moment has come for us to meet the top 20 finalists for Miss Soweto 2022. Thank goodness, ladies, I don't have to introduce you one by one. Like, it's always you. I don't like it when the pressure's on me. I prefer it when it's like over there. So if I can ask everybody to cast their eyes on the screens on either side of me as we get to put some faces and names to our top 20 finalists.
Don't ever change, too bold. Out there thinking that you're in the world alone. No one ever told you that you have to fight for something, or you'll never learn to balance. It's too cold, standing in the middle of the downpour, looking in the mirror, 'cause it's only you that you have to lose. Headed backward on a one-way, trying to stop from running, but you can't. mouth that always twists and turns. Gave up on your sanity to hide behind the devil. Cause you think you'll live forever. Say you never getting old. Out there thinking that you're in the world alone. No one ever told you that you have to live for something. But in the end you will be nothing. It's too cold, standing in the middle of the downpour. Looking in the mirror cause it's only you that you have to lose. Headed backward on a one-way, trying to stop from running but you can't wait. Bury all the evidence you're lonely, love. When you crash and burn. When you crash and burn. When you
A hearty round of applause for our top 20 ladies. Yay. Congratulations, sweethearts. Look forward to getting to know you guys a little bit better. And no doubt we're going to become quite acquainted before November 26th. Don't worry. I'm always lurking in the corner, always. She laughs because she knows I'm always lurking in the corner. And I hope that everyone joining us today has, at this point, maybe somehow picked a favorite, not quite, still on the fence. Of course, okay. You a family member, you biased. But we love it. All right. At this point, I did tell you that we're going to put the ladies through their paces, and I wasn't not lying. I really was not. He is a hard one to please. A very hard one to please, right? Yeah. But if you get it correct and you get it to his standards, I kid you not, ladies, one day you might be hosting your own Sundays with ... You know, fill in a name. Everybody's favorite celebrity home cook. I said to him, I was like, I'm going to call you a celebrity home cook. He hates it. He detests it. But anyway, he is joining us this afternoon. It is none other than, of course, Mr. Gwedge, Temba Gwejela, from Sundays with Mr. Gwedge. And he's going to be doing a culinary demonstration with the ladies, putting them through their paces. This is live, by the way, on our live stream, so you can follow the action as they sweat it through. Try not to melt the eyelashes, and I hope that their hair is laid and nothing's going to move. And then we'll just sit back, relax, and watch you all squirm for a couple of minutes. Remember, we are still running that competition via our live stream, and you can get involved. The details are on our live feed, and all you have to do is let us know when was the Miss Soweto pageant founded, and you could win a 6,000 Rand hamper courtesy of our partners, Sowetan.
Thank you,
you, sir.
Bridget. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, ladies and gents. And if I could ask the beautiful top 20 Miss Soweto contestants to please step into my office at this time, I'd like to take you through a bit of an exercise. Do not worry, I have done most of the work for you, so you don't have to cook exactly. But what I would like to test with you today is a couple of skills, right? The first one being teamwork. So you are going to form 4 groups of 5. You have to choose the ladies that you really trust for this one, right? Because you have to work together. So in that group, you're going to come into the kitchen and create a dish. This dish has been cooked for you, but you are going to finish it off. One of you ladies will put together the first step of the dish, and the next one will take it from that point, move on to the next step, and so it finishes at the end. We want to see the most beautiful plate that you can put together, but we also want to see you guys working together as a team. If I could then ask one lady from each team to take a position in 1, 2, 3, 4. I assume you've already organized yourselves in your teams? So the first person from each team, are you all the number ones of your team? All right. So one here, you can come here. Are you the frying one? Cool. What have you been selected for? Styling as well? Plating. Are you also plating? Okay, we need somebody here So one of you needs to be on this side, if you don't mind. Yeah. One here. There we go. So this is the first 4 ladies. Can I have the second 4 ladies to come and join them as well? And if I may ask, you stand on the other side of the table. Yeah, so you'll stand here and you'll stand there. There we go, come with me. You can stand on this side and you can stand on that side. We need somebody here and somebody there. Sorry, ladies, it's a bit confusing, I know. Please come stand here. 1, you can stay there. There we go. The next group of ladies also come and join, 1 in each section. I think by now you see how it's going. All right, what would you like to do? All right, please stand on that side of the table. Next lady. If you can join this group and stand on this side. Yep. Can we have the next lady as well? Please join this group and stand on this side of the table. 1 more to join this group and stand on this side. This side. There should be the last lady standing. Your job is to hype your team and ensure that they do the best that they can do. Feel free to move around and help them as they work, but I'll take you through the process. You ladies, I may ask that you just wash your hands here to make sure that they are clean, because you are going to handle food. So what we're going to do, I will demonstrate how the dish is going to work. I've made the pap for you with White Star. It's nice and fresh and warm. The dish you're about to make is known as pap arancini. It follows from an Italian dish known as arancini, which is normally made of rice. You'll appreciate that our staple in South Africa is maize, so we wouldn't be using rice, we'd be using maize to make this particular dish. The Italians, what they used to do was to take leftover rice and repurpose it the next day to create something fresh and something filling. So you could do exactly the same with our maize. Take your leftover pap, heat it up, and actually start creating something really nice that you're about to do today. If I can give you a set of 2 gloves, please do put them on each hand to make sure that your perfectly manicured nails don't get affected by food. There you go. I don't have a 4th lady on this side. There's 4 teams. There's somebody should be here. If you can come and join us, thank you. Gloves for you as well. You don't need gloves, you should be okay. You definitely will need gloves. Take a pair, and I'll show you what you'll do as well. If you can take a pair and then pass on, you shouldn't need them as well. I think it's just these 2 groups. Right, so the first step in making the arancini will be rolling your pap. What you want there, you want a perfectly round shape, and you also want it to be really smooth around the edges so that it doesn't crack when you do take it on the next steps in the process. So I'll demonstrate how that should work. Be gentle with it, right? At the same time, be firm. I'm hoping that's not confusing in any way, but it's a perfect balance of doing that. There we go. So take about this much. You don't need a big portion. Play with it, your hand firm. As it starts getting really, really smooth, start doing this. If you feel that the shape is not forming, there's nice warm water here, just don't dip your hand. Just a little bit of it will help you. Okay. Can see now we've got a nice, almost perfect round. We'll just do this. We're going to put a nice filling in our pap, give it a bit more flavor. Push that in. Feel free to use your hands again. Just close it off completely. And then continue rolling it off. So this is your first step. What I want to see here is a perfect round. Think you can handle it? Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. Do a bit of this. And there we go. Right. Next step. You will pass it on to your team member on this side, who will take it to the next step. Right. I'll place it here for now. I'll do this for you so that you don't have to do that process. So we're going to make egg wash. It's easy. Break your eggs. So I'll do it for you. You won't have to make the egg wash. So I'll take a few of the eggs. We will whisk them. See how that looks? Right. Our next step is to take that pap that we did, dip it in here. You'll be using gloves, don't mind me. Okay, right. The next step, still on the same table, you will move on to the breadcrumbs. You will coat it, perfectly coated on all the sides. Feel free to do this as well to make sure that it does attach completely. You will then pass it on to the next lady who will put that in the oil. The oil will be nice and hot for you. Fry until it's crispy on the outside, still soft on the inside, and a golden brown. Does that make sense? When you're done with your frying, you'll then pass on. In fact, you'll come with your plate. You'll take it from here. You will then plate with all the things that have been pre-cooked for you. We've got some lovely chicken. We've got butternut. We've got relish. We've got red cabbage, spinach. You don't have to use all the ingredients, but we want to see how you can be creative with your plating when you do put it all together. You do have styling items as well, edible flowers, edible golds, sprays, etc. Feel free to make your plate as creative as you want it to be, and that's the end of the first step. Good luck. Enjoy. Right, so we'll start here. Ladies, please go for it. So remember what I was doing? I was doing a bit of this with my fingers to make sure it presses down and sticks together. So don't be afraid to do that. And then remember the other step to help you shape it. Use your palms to get the perfect round. And don't forget to put the filling once you feel your round is coming together and close it off again. You can't start because they have to finish there and then you can start. Yeah. But if you want to play around like what I've done there, you can, but leave these until the pap has come through. Right. Yeah, a bit more round, please. That's a bit of a rectangle. Yo, ladies, you're so gentle. Please press a bit harder. Like, the only way it's going to form is if you actually press it hard, okay? Don't be afraid to press. It's not going to break. It's pap. All right. When you feel it's perfect, the other table is waiting for you. You can pass it on. Have you done your filling? All right. Don't forget, water will help you to get it smooth around the edges as well. Just a little bit of water, yeah. Not too much of the cheese, eh? Otherwise it might crack. Just one little bit, yeah. Coming along nicely. Anybody finished? Moving on?
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, egg wash and then breadcrumbs.
Okay. Okay, you've got this. Nice. Does it matter too much or too little egg?
You don't really want too much, so just enough to help the coating. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's
Okay, move on. Is this switched on? Please plug it on. Because she's almost ready for you. There we go. And we'll switch it on to about 180 degrees. Oh, that's easy. I will guide you through this. I've already preheated your oil, so we're just bringing it back to hot. It's looking good, ladies. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Right. Okay, you are ahead of the game, I see. So we'll open here. Your oil is hot. There you go. No, you don't stare. It's fine. You can just do this. But let it sit now. So you can close and let it sit. Until the color is to your liking. You can keep opening. That's okay. You can keep opening. Right. So let it cook. So remember to keep turning it as well, right? You'll turn it. How are we doing? You ready? All right. Let's help her put this one in. On the other end in the corner.
Ours is extra fresh. Like,
There we go.
I got this. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I was like,
Request.
yeah.
Bali says, please make sure that everything is cooked properly because she doesn't want to have trouble when she
Ladies, smile for me quickly with your balls. Chef, do you want to get in there quick?
Yeah, we can. That's looking good, sure. It's looking great, ladies. Yeah, just press it down a bit. Yeah. Is it well coated on all the sides? Yeah, you should be good to go. You should be good to go. All right. I don't think it's ready to... Oh, please do not use your hands. Please do not do that. Okay, let me help you. I don't want you to burn your hands. So I don't think it's ready yet. Yeah.
Don't forget which one is ours.
There's a bigger one and a smaller one. Should be easy to tell.
The teeny tiny one.
Yeah, it's not ready yet.
Both of them.
Yeah, they're not ready yet.
Okay.
I bet they need to be a bit darker. Please come in. Yeah.
Remember where it is, please.
In this corner?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the wrong part.
There, you're fine. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, you're going to do it.
There.
Still the smallest one.
See, if you just move it like this, it can coat around all the different areas. Do we have another one that's ready? So that was the first one to go in. That's the second one. That's the third one. Yeah. Well done, ladies. It looks amazing so far. Really looks good. Are you guys excited? Have you got your plating plan? What are you going to be doing? Tell me.
Okay, so what I'm planning is this a pumpkin, right?
Yeah, that is butternut.
Button it first. I wanted to make the button into.
Please go ahead and do it then.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Just get.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you want to... Okay. Oh, we've got a Michelin star chef here.
I guess you all thought about that.
Okay. Okay, let me help the ladies in the frying section.
I think ours is ready. It's this tiny one.
Yeah, it should be. Ask her to bring her plate, your team member, and a spoon. Does she have a spoon? Do you have a spoon there? Just grab one.
Stop being creative there. Chef.
Ours is burning on the one side, but
Okay, can I help you? You worried about that burning? Right. Which one is yours? Is it this one? The middle one. Where would you like it to be placed?
On top.
On top of the meat.
So we're still gonna roll.
Okay. It's fine. I will help you. And press it down. You have to move carefully then. Right. Let me help you put that in.
Chef, are we doing 2 rolls of pap? Which one is ours?
It's up to you for your plate. How many you want to do? This is the second one that went in. And this is the third one. That's the fourth one that went in. Right. There's a spoon now. You wanna do one? You wanna do another one? Okay, bring it on. So that's the fourth one to go in on the end, that side. So in the order of coming in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Right, ladies, you should be almost at the end of your exercise. Let's just have a look.
Drip like this side. I'm still doing yes.
All right.
Not too much. Okay. And then Okay, let's take some red cabbage and put something in it to create colorful.
Okay, let me get somebody to bring us spoons from the kitchen. Sorry. Ladies, you're fine on the side, eh?
Yes, like that. You're winning. Hey, yeah. I'm just saying, you separate. Let's think of a concept first. What are we doing?
Right. How are we doing here?
Together, it's this one.
The second one that went in, which team is that?
It's my team.
I think you're ready. Yeah, I think you're ready. Who's your team member? Where's the spoon? Let me help her. Fizzy. What is your plating plan? Where do you want us to place this for you? In the center. In the center? Okay. Right in the middle.
In the middle.
There you go. There you go. Right. I see some really creative plates here, some interesting plating.
Okay, you don't have to put too many leaves, right? Right? Is that what you're saying?
I want to take that. I want this part to be like a flower.
You want the... Okay. Okay, we can leave that. Now let's go to the other parts of the plate and add color.
Coming along fine.
Okay, this is...
You'd agree that plating is actually a form of art, right? Yeah?
Where do you want her to put the salad?
Are we winning here?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Everything's perfect.
What are you worried about?
Nothing. We're just making sure everything is good.
Everything is good. Everything is good.
So our first lady is our chef, so we call her chef.
Ah,
We've never deep fried pap. This is an experience.
I see. I see. Just trying to help with the other one as well.
So Ibong at equal, that's all.
That's not round. What is that? Oh,
We just performed the surgery and now we're coming in the feeling of the heart.
she's doing a heart. You want me to put it in?
Yes, please.
Are you sure? Okay, I've put it in. Please be careful. She's doing a heart-shaped pap there.
So can I just move with the spoon?
You want to move
Check on that one.
on this one, yeah? Let me. I think you can take this one also
this one is
to the
ready
plate.
now.
Who's your team member? Karabo? Tabi? Team 4, your plate. The fourth team that hasn't plated. Right? Is it yours? You need a plate. Oh, it's not ready. Not yet.
You are our team, right? Yes.
Ladies, there are 3 plates plated. There's a 4th plate that should be done. Where is it? Who's doing that? I've got a team that's missing.
I think it's
One. Oh, there's an extra. Okay, that's cool. Okay, there's an extra.
We have another one. There's
our
our
hat.
The hatch is here.
Yeah. As long as the heart doesn't burn.
It's a bit like that. It's got character.
Yeah, but it's nice, right?
Yeah, it's actually got character. Where's your team?
This one.
The heart.
Oh, there she is. This is so fun.
Right, ladies, you are in plating and you should be finishing.
Purple can come this side.
No.
2 minutes. You have to be done in the next 2 minutes.
No, put it away. Wait.
Done with your plating in the next 2 minutes.
It's a red color.
No, we already have red from the red lipstick. Okay. What were you saying about the purple?
You know what? If we want to add red,
Ladies, please wrap up your plating. Please wrap up your plating. There's a last frying pap here. Which team was it? You're done. One minute.
Okay, we're happy. Okay, Dogozo, happy.
1 minute, ladies.
Ayanda, happy. Umaleko, happy.
Wrap up, ladies. Let's see your creations. Let's see what you've created. If you can make space for us to see and present your plates and tell us why you went the direction that you did, and then we can wrap up. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay.
So I can start.
Yeah?
Okay, so we decided to start by layering our pumpkin first because I like how it pops. It's beautiful, and then after the pumpkin we laid our chicken, and then we placed our white star pop on top.
There's a microphone. If you can just repeat that for us. Yeah. So tell us how you went about doing your plating.
Okay, thank you so much. So we started with our pumpkin, right? We laid our pumpkin so nicely, and then after that we placed the chicken, and then we placed our fried pop on top of the chicken, and then we went with our tomato sauce. So what we're trying to create is a flow, right?
Okay.
Sort of like a yin and a yang sign with our food. We placed the tomato on top of the pop to create a contrast between the yellow and the red, and then sprinkle some. Oops.
That's all right. We'll forgive that. Yeah. Well done. Well done. Looks really good. Well done.
And a touch of green for the color, and then creating the yang, because this was the yin. Now creating our yang. Our yang is made of our green spinach with a touch of gold, some nice top overlay flour with some cabbage. So thank you.
Well done, team. Well done. Well done. Well done. Can we come to this plate? Is she coming? Yeah. This plate over here. Tell us your inspiration for the creativity here.
Okay, so our team, we have a lot going on, but I think it looks pretty, right? Very African. So our design is based on the fact that everything is together. So our team is together, right? So it's unity. So we have a heart here on the side to show that our plate was made with love. And we have our green spinach, our flowers there on top, just to present that feminine nature of within ourselves. Thank you.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. I thought the heart-shaped pop was also a nice special touch. I'm into shapes, and I mean, a round is a shape and a heart is a shape. So well done on going an extra mile on that. Sure. Shall we do the third plate and the fourth plate? Yeah.
Hello, everyone. So as you can see, the plate is very colorful. We added different colored flowers because I feel like everyone in my group is vibrant and bubbly. So we just wanted to express our vibiness through our plate. In the center, we have our pap, and on top, we have the tomato gravy. And to finish it off, we have a little bit of the greenery here. And then we also layered the pap with our foundation, if I call it, foundation, which is the pumpkin, to add color. And then complementary colors as well, purple and orange put together, I thought would be good as well. On the sides, we have our leaves to just make everything flow and look artistry. And yeah, I think this is a work of art also. So yeah, I'm big on art. So this was very nice for me. And yeah, I enjoyed the process as well. So thank you.
Sure, well done. I see you also use the edible sprays,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
We also used edible
Nice touch,
sprays
nice
as
touch.
well. Yeah, thank
Sure,
you.
well done. And the last plate.
So for our plate, I started off with the pumpkin puree. I did the bed for it and put the pap arancini on top of it, and then I sprayed the edible flowers with the gold spray to give it a touch of glamour.
Oh.
And then I put the chicken on a bed of micro herbs to, give it that little. Yes, and then I finished it off with a bit of the relish, just for a little taste, a little tail there with some gold sprinkles and an edible flower.
Wow.
Well done.
Can we give the ladies a round of applause? I think a job really well done. Bridge, this is what I love about White Star, because it allows us to be that creative, right?
Yes.
And who would have thought that pap 1 gets fried? And then number 2, that you can do all of these crazy, inspirational plating ideas around it. Well done, ladies. And I think you are, you are chefs in the making if this doesn't work out. Sure, thanks,
Absolutely
Bridge.
incredible job, Mr. Gwej and the ladies in the kitchen, cooking with Mr. Gwej. And of course, our top 20 Miss Soweto finalists. Listen, I don't know about you, Timber, but that last team had me convinced that they know a thing or two in the kitchen, because they were like pop farancini, edible flowers, and the relish and the garnish. They had all the words in the lingo. I was convinced that they're ready to enter Master Kitchen or something. Like, very well done, ladies. Very impressive.
Well done.
Congratulations to you girls. You girls can go relax for a little bit, have a seat.
Onto your chairs. Well done.
That was certainly, I think that was fun from us, even though we are a very impatient audience, I did realize. But hopefully for round 2, we'll be a bit more attentive while the ladies cook. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to lend our support. Ladies, in the corner, ladies, if I can get your attention, please. Thank you. We'll have plenty of time to chit-chat afterwards, but for now, though, we're going to get on with the program, and I promise you, ladies, for round 2, I don't know if you're doing something sweet or savory, but I'll make sure that everybody's cheering y'all on, okay? Yes, I'll make sure that all the eyes in the room are completely on y'all. But it was a great demonstration of teamwork, making the dream work, watching the ladies do their thing in the kitchen. And if you are still with us in the live stream, these are the final moments. And of course, we still have that 6,000 Rand hamper for you to win, courtesy of course, our media partner, Sowetan. Now, from whipping up a meal to, of course, the Miss Soweto pageant, giving our ladies a platform to not only be bold, but to also take charge of their own lives and their destiny, and to be a force to be reckoned with in a community. This is a pageant title that's all about community development. It's all about not just yourself and what can be gained for you personally, but how you can extend that to the community around you. There is no better person to tell us exactly what that entails, what that means, some of the challenges and the victories, than our 2021 Miss Soweto. Please welcome her on stage, Ludina Ngwenya. You may have a seat, lady. And of course, Ludina is going to be joined back on stage by none other than Londiwe, who gets to have the hot seat. I mean, you do this 24/7. So, let's just pass on this baton to you to take over the convo.
Hi, Ludina.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm awesome, thanks
Thank you so much for being here.
for having me.
I'm going to start off quickly by saying there are 20 young women who want to hear every single word that comes out of your mouth today. And my first question to you would be, what did you do to prepare yourself for the pageant?
What did I do to prepare myself for the pageant? I think being in Miss Soweto as a finalist already, you don't really need to come prepared, but the workshops that they actually have makes you prepared. They're literally here to take you through every step. And if you take every advice that you get from Coach M and the rest of the team, you should be prepared, you know. So you don't come here, like, you don't come as a finalist prepared. If you are, good, but you don't have to. The pageant itself offers a lot of preparation.
Yeah, so they'll polish you off
Yes.
for the world to see. So I also want to know from you, in terms of your reign, it's coming to an end. What have been the highlights for you?
The highlights, geez, a lot has been happening, and most of it has been a way in which I have been able to grow, not only as an individual, but also as a role model in my community. I've been able to do things that I thought would probably be done later in life, way more sooner. And yeah, and also being an agent of change, not only for myself, but in my community as well. I've been able to secure sponsorships. I'm very passionate about education. So one of my proudest one has been partnering up with Headley Technology, where we launched a computer lab in Midlands Zone 4. And then the second one was just a recent one where we got sponsored by Be First by Bata. First of all, it was in a primary school. And yeah, we actually got a jungle gym sponsored for the grade R children. Because I really do believe in play for children. And being an aspiring foundation-phase teacher, being at school as a child is not only about being seated around the desk, but there's so much that kids can also learn through play. Yeah.
And talking about young children and being an aspiring foundation phase teacher, you mentioned in your bio that when you were young, you had a bit of a problem with being confident.
Yes.
How did you overcome that to now you're the reigning Miss
Jeez,
Soweto?
okay, so when I was young, guys, I actually, especially in my foundation phase years, primary school, I used to cover myself up by wearing a jersey, simply because my scars were not attractive to my peers and stuff. So I used to be bullied a lot, and in order to hide myself, I would actually wear a jersey. And something, I feel like I had a full circle moment when I was doing my practicals, and one of the children in the classroom, he actually hides his head using a beanie. And I didn't know that. So there was one teacher, you know, with being cultural and stuff, so when he gets into the classroom, he tells all the boys to remove their hats. And he obviously doesn't feel as comfortable, but because the teacher tells them to do so, he removed his hat. And when he walked away, he started crying. I didn't notice it. But when I asked him, why are you crying? He's like, well, they're laughing at me because of my head. And that really broke me, but also I also felt like it was my moment to actually be there for him, because I know how he felt. And we had a talk about it, not only with him, but also with the class. And also, October is an anti-bullying awareness month. So I had a team all the way from Durban called Sugar Bay, in the schools, just to have an anti-bullying school talk. So that was done in a primary school, and then in a high school, we had a campaign on substance abuse, as that is one of the things that that kids in my community suffer from.
Okay. That's excellent work, and we definitely need more focus in like the early development stages. I just want to know from you as well, what have been the highlights? Oh no, I've already asked that. You've spoken so well, I've forgotten my train of thought. I want to know the challenges that you have faced as Miss Soweto, and any of those challenges how have any of those challenges impacted on your personal growth?
I believe that when you are Miss Soweto, you also have a team that really backs you up. So with every challenge that I have faced, let me just say maybe a bit of time constraint, having school, having duties. I'm also a fashion model, so I also get booked as well. But I can't really complain, you know. I do have a team that made sure, like Lungi always makes sure that, you know, I've got my ducks in a row, everything is fine. So I can't really say that I've had
Any
big challenges that I can actually say, like, oh my goodness, I was not able to handle this part. Yeah, so White Star really is there to support me, and I feel like one of the biggest challenge, they were just there to hold my hand. Yeah.
So I'm hearing from you that White Star is holding whoever will be the title holder's hand throughout the entire process. But I would like to know from you, what should that potential young lady bring to the table? Because in life, everything is balanced. They bring something, you bring something. What should that potential young lady bring?
Bring your humble self. Be ready to learn, be ready to listen. And yeah, I can just say really bring yourself, be yourself. That's the biggest thing that you can do, because when you are yourself, you are able to do things way more easier as well. And don't try and be like anybody else. You know, it is your journey. You write your own story. The power is in your hand. So whatever it is that you are entering the competition wanting to do, if you stick to that, stick to your goals, and do not waver about them, I believe that you can be great in your own way.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, she's got style, she's got grace, she's eloquent. This is your reigning Miss Soweto 2021. Thank you so much, Lidina.
Oh, thank you.
Lindy, I almost wanted to just sit there and just give you the iPad. So you just, continue. I can just have a drink, have a cocktail, enjoy the afternoon. It can start right now. Hey, all right. So before the live stream commenced here in Joburg, we were treated to a beautiful performance by flutists. Wait, were we? No, we weren't. No, we weren't. This is the part of the MC's duty where your brain must be alert, because there she is walking in right there. Well, actually, I was treated to her rehearsal before any of you guys arrived in the building, and she's incredibly talented. She is the 2022 winner of the White Star Best Newcomer category at the South African Music Awards. Please help me welcome on stage the supremely talented flutist. Hello. Let me see if she's just ready to she's just getting mic'd up. So let's just buy her a couple of seconds. But she did some classical things earlier on and did some of the more circular music that we're so familiar with. Really, she's incredible. Can't wait to see the full performance. I caught just a snippet of the sound check, so the full performance should be incredible. That 6,000 Rand hamper is still up for grabs. You just got a few more moments before we end the live stream. We will be announcing the winner just before we wrap things up. And of course, I think the girls will be heading back to the kitchen with Mr. Gwedge for round 2. So you should be looking forward to that. He makes a mean cheesecake. Wait, can you make cheesecake with White Star? No, you can't. Definitely. You can? We can manipulate it? Okay, we'll try. We'll see. We'll try. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Khanyisile Mthethwa.
Hey, this is so surreal. So just before I start, I just want to give a shout out to Soweto, 9189B Sisulu Street, Orlando West. That's where I grew up. So it's quite surreal actually to be doing this event. When Vista called me, I was like, what? Yes, I'd love to do it. And to win Newcomer after 10 years, that's how long it took me to put together a debut album as a classical musician. Yeah, it was a very, very long journey. And then for the Psalmers to go, you're the newcomer guy in a completely not popular category. And we really pushed the genre boundaries. I mixed jazz, I mixed classical, there was poetry, but it was all about women and black women that are not represented in classical music. The music is not programmed. So I'm really, really appreciative that actually all the people who are left out were finally in, and to win the newcomer is not just about me, but also all those women and people of color who weren't acknowledged before. So for my first song, I'm going to play Callum Scott, You Are the Reason, because I always think when you do something, once you figured out the why, it's a little bit easier to carry on, because the why is the most important part. And I'm just going to classify the song. And if you want to sing along, go for it, okay? And the next one, yeah, so this is what my YouTube playlist looks like, is Andrade Day, Rise Up. I have to hear this song every day because we live in a world where stuff happens every day. You're fighting for your life at every intersection during load shedding. And sometimes I'm the only black woman in a room and I have to own my space. And when things happen, I have to stand up. When bad things are happening, I have to raise my voice and speak out and say, this is not right. So, yeah, rise up. Yes. And I think you guys have been sitting for too long. I don't know. I had a feeling when I saw the program, I was like, yeah, these guys, this is not looking good. So in my last piece, I'm going to pay tribute to Miriam Makeba. Also, I think someone who's very vital for us musicians, definitely as a female musician. I looked at her, she took over the world. And after the summers, I was like, what? And then now to find out last week that I'm actually up for Grammy consideration as well. So we're like, yes! Jump up and down on the spot. So yeah, I want to see anyone who does not get up and dance, including all the people writing stuff at the back there. We're going to do Pata Pata, gets a red card. And we want to see which crew does it best, right? Miss Soweto. Yeah? We want to see. You guys are going to go to the summers and be like, the winner of the best newcomer is. So we want to see your dancing skills as well, okay? Are we going to see it? Okay, here we go. Pata Pata. Pata Pata, which is frisk yourself, right? Frisk, like, yeah, something like that. Yes, including you, Bridget, come on. Yeah, something like that.
In my mind, can you see? Like, I was like, "Ish, getting shama get down on a pants." You know what I mean? But like the shoes and the feet and ish knees, old age wouldn't allow. But I saw the ladies grooving. Beautiful thing to see. Congratulations on like she said it so casually. Not been considered for a Grammy. Congratulations on that consideration, and hopefully it leads to a complete nomination and a win. We need another flutist. When you were performing, I thought a collaboration between Kanyisile and Vota Culliman would be great. Yes, it would be great. In case you don't know who that is, Vota Culliman is the other South African who's a flutist, does the exact same thing that Kanyisile does, probably about almost 2 decades older than her. And he's got 7 SAFTAs under his belt, including a Grammy Award, which I think he won in 2018, 2017, somewhere around there. So yes, congratulations. We'll keep those fingers crossed. Batini, we are manifesting. Yes, we will manifest the Grammy. And before we head on over to the kitchen for the second part of, is it a cook-off at this point? It's not a cook-off, because you girls are not competing against each other. So it's not a cook-off, right? Or have you all turned it into a cook-off? Is there some kind of competitive something happening there? Dololo. Awa, you girls are too sweet. But before we end the live stream and go to the second segment of course, our cooking with Mr. Gwesh, I see the blenders are getting ready, the fruits are getting ready. So I'm thinking I was right with my guess that it's probably going to be something sweet. Yes, with a little bit of a White Star twist to it. Let me just announce the winner of that 6,000 Rand hamper courtesy of Sowetan. So if you have been watching on our live stream, congratulations to you, Selena Pilani. Selena Pilani, you walk away with that 6,000 Rand hamper, and all you have to do is follow the instruction on the live chat in order to claim your prize. We are standing by to ensure that that gets into your hands. So ladies, at this point, can I ask y'all to make your way back to the kitchen with Mr. Gwedge? Just meander on there ever so cutely and casually. He's still prepping. But I think, are they in the same teams as they were before? Same teams? Just to keep it simple?
Remember those 4 hype women?
Yes.
It's now their time to shine.
Oh, okay.
That's who I need on the stage.
Okay,
Yeah.
where are the 4 hype women? I saw you all standing in the wings earlier. Where are you? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. There you go. Okay. 4 hype ladies. I think you can go and take a spot there, and then Gwedge, when he's nice and ready, will let us know exactly what's going to happen. But in the meantime, you girls go over there. Fantastic. Lovely stuff. It's going to be a few more moments, and then we'll get into the second cooking segment. But at this point, it would be safe for me to say that we can wrap up the live stream. So to everybody joining us via our live stream, thank you so much for logging in and for being a part of our Top 20 Miss Soweto 2022 experience. We'll see you come November 26th at, of course, the Soweto Theatre. And if you can't make it there, just keep your eyes locked for that broadcast date with our media partners. For us, though, right here on Empire, Hill on Empire, that's it, Hill on Empire, the fun continues. We've got a few more moments together. And we're going to spur them on. We're going to make sure that we are your hype women. You've got a whole room filled with hype women. We're good. We're ready to go. Oh, my God, they're so nervous. They're like, it's the 4 of us. Why aren't the other girls here? But we got your back. Don't worry. We got your back. You know, and this doesn't count for anything. I mean, I'll remember it. Emmanuel and I will remember it come November. We definitely are taking mental notes. But it's not going to count. It's just for us to Kiki and Skinner. It's not going to count for anything come November. Trust and believe. But I think Gwedge is just about ready. You ready?
Yeah.
Take it over, Mr. Gwedge.
Sure, thanks.